So you are ambitious. You have big dreams. You want to achieve financial freedom, stop worrying about bills, and finally live the life you always imagined. But there's a problem. You are lazy. You know exactly what you should be doing with your money, but you don't. And deep down, you feel guilty because you know you are capable of much more. That guilt builds up over days, weeks, months, until you simply accept it. Time passes, and every new year brings those same goals as always. This year I'll save, I'll put money aside, I'll change my life. You even start strong, motivated, full of energy, but soon old habits return. Expensive dinners, little luxuries, invisible expenses. And before you realize it, you've already labeled yourself as someone who can't save money. But here's the truth. Saving is not about willpower, it's about inertia. In physics, inertia is the tendency of objects to remain in the state they are in unless an external force moves them. The same applies to money. If you're used to spending everything, you'll keep spending. But if you give a small initial push, that momentum can set you on the right path. And believe me, saving $10,000 in 6 months is simpler than it seems. The secret isn't working more or exhausting yourself. The secret is creating a system so lazy that you practically save without even noticing. Here's the trick. As soon as your paycheck arrives, $1,700 automatically go into a separate account. No thinking, no deciding, no negotiating with yourself. That's your initial push. From then on, everything gets easier. You cut down your rent, cook at home, get rid of the expensive car, and replace it with public transportation. At first, it feels hard, but soon it becomes habit. The momentum is already created. And here's where the magic happens. Once the money starts growing on its own, you feel pleasure in watching the numbers go up. The initial effort turns into motivation. You realize it is much better to adjust your lifestyle intelligently than to live exhausted chasing after more work. Each month, your savings account grows. You go from $1,700 to $3,400, then $5,100, $6,800. By the 4th month, you already have more than $6,000 saved, and that gives you confidence. It's like pushing a ball uphill. At the beginning, it's heavy, but once it gains speed, it rolls down on its own. And here's another truth. When you start seeing results, your brain gets addicted to progress. Saving money stops being a sacrifice and turns into a game. You look at every expense as a choice. Does this bring me closer or farther from my 10K? That simple question changes everything. While many people work more hours, chase extra jobs, and live tired, you create an almost automatic system. A system where money piles up without you needing to watch every detail. It's lazy, but it's effective. And at the end of 6 months, you realize you didn't just save $10,000, but also broke the label of "I can't save." You discover that the real victory wasn't just the money, but the shift in mindset. You finally understand that it is much better to build smart and automatic habits than to live enslaved by temporary motivation. Martin Luther King once said, "You don't have to see the whole staircase, just take the first step." When it comes to money, that first step is simple. Schedule the automatic transfer. The rest will happen almost by itself. And when you look back, you'll laugh at how impossible it once seemed, because deep down, it was always a matter of giving that first push.